afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video. Bring you a Salamence team. I don't even know where to start with the Salamence team, by the way. We're kind of all over the place here. There's a bunch of things that we have to unpack. Of course, it's a Zacian-Crowned team, so you do have that little bit of spice in there. But what's interesting here this time around is that it's actually going to be a weakness policy ogre, which is theoretically meant to Dynamax, theoretically even meant to Water Spout, because the thing that's going to be proccing the weakness policy is going to be the Comfey with Utility Umbrella. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm excited because I'm super curious and I want to see how it's going to go. And there's a lot of little slight nuances here. Like on paper, this does seem like a very meta standard team, but we don't have Trick Room on this Comfey. We have Eerie Impulse, Ally Switch, and Foul Play on the Porygon. We have Swagger on the Tornadus, and we have a dang Salamence on the team. Now, this team is by Kurosana on Twitter. I'll make sure to link their stuff down below in the description. Thank you so much for the team. I'm super excited to try it out. And if you guys are excited, you know what to do. Hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. It's very late, so if I play poorly, excuse me. And the reason why it is late is because I'm recording this the night before that you're seeing it. And apparently there was some Switch maintenance or some Sword and Shield maintenance that I was unaware of. So I had to wait until 10:30 Eastern Standard in order to play on the ladder. Wish me luck. On to these battles. Now talk about weather. My opponent has both rain and sun as an option on their team, but what's interesting is that there's no abusers with either respective typing or either respective weather, which that is not something you see every day. They do have two potential fake out users. They have two potential intimidate users, which means I probably won't want to lead with Salamence. I do want to bring it though, because Salamence is just such a super fun Pokemon to bring in general. And they do also have a Whimsicott, which does kind of spook my Tornadus a little bit because Whimsicott does outspeed and can go for a taunt. Tell you what, I do think a solid Tornogre lead could be just, I don't want to say an easy play, but a play nonetheless. Like, worst case scenario, they go in with Groudon. I could always Swagger it and hopefully have that help us. But I do want to bring Comfey and Ogre. I really, really do. But something's telling me that they're going to be outspeeding with Tailwind, so I'm going to have to match it. So I'm going to do Tornogre. I'm going to leave Comfey behind this game. I will bring it to later games, though, because I do want to try that strategy. I just don't think it's optimal in this game. We'll bring Zacian and Salamence in the back. And that should help us deal with the majority of their team. Ooh, Salamence. It's been a long time since I've even seen this Pokemon in game. And we're kind of at that point in Series 12 where I don't want to say we're running out of meta teams to play, but the meta's shifting. And it's fun playing less common things now and again. As it should be. Now, they led with Groudon, we led with Kyogre. We're actually slower. Hold on. Are they scarfed Groudon? Why are we slower? I don't know anything about EVs. Oh, I guess the Pokepaste is here. I could actually look at it. Oh, my Ogre only has 12 base speed. That is honestly the greatest news you could have told me. Tailwind. And do we Dyna? Or do we Origin? It also has Hyper Beam. Don't ask me why. I think we Origin. We'll keep it simple. There's no need to make some crazy predictions turn one. Let's hope that even with 12 speed at +2, I can outspeed Naleki. Somehow I doubt it, though. We're 12 speed modest. They're going to Dynamax the Groudon. They might have a fire move to change the weather. Or this might be like the only way that they think they can live our water move. At this point, we're just trying to chip away their lead as much as we can. So we can Dynamax or late game Salamence and hopefully sweep. And they're going to outspeed. Thankfully, we went for Origin Pulse. And I think we should still be outspeeding the Groudon even at -1. So I'm not too concerned there. They ironically gave us weakness policy, by the way. So even though we don't have Comfey, we still got the weakness policy off. Oh, please. Oh, no. That's how we're going to start today off? That's how we're going to do it? We're starting today off like that, huh? Man, that felt bad. Oh, that was a KO on a Groudon if I've ever seen one. I would honestly have preferred to just miss the Alecki than anything else. I think Salamence is a play. Like, I'd rather match their Dynamax now. Oh, never mind. My Salamence is going to start off at lower attack than usual, which is a little bit unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. I do still think I should Dynamax, though. I'm going to Protect here to just stop myself from getting Fake Outed. Dynamax and go for a Wormwind on their instant so I can lower the Groudon's attack at the same time. And I think 2 Wormwinds will be enough to knock out an instant, even though I'm at -1, and then hopefully my Moxie Boost can kind of help me get back in this game, because I definitely feel like we're at an immediate disadvantage. Salamence, I need you to hard carry for me, man. Or woman, sorry. I need you to really hard carry. Alright, let's Protect here just to avoid any potential Fake Out leads or Fake Out turns. There's the Fake Out. Yep, okay, good. Made the right choice to Protect there. Here's a big Wormwind. It's not enough. Okay, I'm gonna have to Hurricane that spot next turn as well. But it means I should be able to get the Moxie Boost on my Salamence next turn. They go for the Rock Fall, okay. We eat that up. Okay, Salamence. Hanging in there. I see you. I definitely see you. They didn't have a... Well, I definitely can't go for Hurricane now, though. That's true. That is very, very true. I mean, I could always try, though. Go for the Desperation Hurricane. I don't think they had any fairies. Let me double check before I make a fool. They might have a Whimsicott. I don't think they have it though. Why would they bring Whimsicott in the back? It makes absolutely no sense. So we're just gonna keep firing off a Wormwind. It makes no sense to bring Whimsicott in the back there. And we're kind of banking on hitting our... Ooh, we're really banking on hitting our Hurricane. I'm surprised Salamence outsped Tornadus. Like, what is going on with speed in this game? Oh, we hit it, baby. Oh, we hit it. We miss our Origin. We hit our Hurricanes. That's what we like to see. Now, this is the final turn of the Dynamax with the Groudon. They go for a second Rock Fall, but we should take that even better than the first. Hey, man, Salamence is hanging in there. What can make this go awfully wrong? And it's honestly good that the Torn goes down here. What can make this be horrible is if they decide to bring in an Ogre now. Which I think they will. Honestly, yeah, it's not going to be fun to play against. But the case is, the Groudon is kind of a non-factor, right? So we can theoretically ignore it, I think. I think if we keep firing everything off into this Ogre, we'll be okay. We also need this Ogre not to be scarfed, even though I think... Are we on our... We are on our final turn of Tailwind. I'm going to throw everything I have into this Ogre, as I should. I don't believe I need to Airstream. Salamence should be faster than both Ogre and Groudon. Assumingly so, what are the EVs on this Salamence? 4. Oh, no. It's a Slowmance. I should have Airstreamed at one point, but hey. Lowering the Groudon's attack is nothing to scoff at either. Groudon's stuck here with -3 attack. Ogre protects, but we get Groudon to -3, which is the important thing. They double, okay, so... Makes sense. They're stalling on my last turn of Tailwind. My Zacian should still outspeed since they just showed us that they're not Scarfed Ogre, which is really good news. I might need a Play Rough there, though. I don't think a... I don't think a Sacred Sword will be enough there. So I think a Play Rough might be the play. Our Tailwind Peters. Keep in mind that we're playing with a Salamence that's -1 attack. We never got our Moxie boost in. The Play Rough onto Ogre. And I mean, at this point, right? Should we just fire off Rock Slides and hope for flinches? No, because they're going to be faster. So we should fire off Outrages and then just... Oh, I guess, yeah, Outrage. I was like, why can't I click on them? Then I remembered Outrage is kind of only on yourself. We do connect with the Play Rough. We do KO the Ogre. That's huge. I honestly didn't think I was going to win this game. I still might not. It could crit me at any time here. Okay, that's not a crit, but it's still a lot of damage. Considering the fact that Kurosana doesn't like putting speed EVs on anything, let me check what this, Okay, but the Zacian's max speed, max attack, jolly. Got it. Just the Ogre and the Salamence are not max speed. Yeah, just those two. Okay, that's fine. Now, where do we go? Now we just Behemoth Blade and win. That's what we'd like to see. I honestly didn't think I was going to win this. Oh my goodness. After missing that weakness policy boosted... The weakness policy boosted turn 1, I was so sad. And I still don't think I win this turn, by the way. Oh my goodness. Groudon, you're going hard. Switches to Rock Slide. Okay, so I guess it fears my Salamence more than it should. What is Salamence going to do? You afraid of the Outrage? Bada bing! Still gonna live. And here's a great thing about the Salamence set. Oh, we were confused. Psych, we got a Lumberry. We're free to spam Outrages again. Bada bing, bada boom. That should be GG. This battle took a lot longer than I feel like it should have in the end. I mean, we just pretty much left Groudon to sit there on its own. Behemoth Blade, the Zacian, gonna clean it all up. And guys, I know this is like an ogre Zacian team. Cut me some slack. I'm running Salamence on it. But anyway, we defeated Chris for the first victory. Let's find out if we can actually make some more use of Salamence in the next battle. Oh, now we're going up against McGregor. Also running a rain team. Okay, so that's the second, I guess that's the second rain team we're seeing today. I guess you can consider the last one both the rain and the sun team, but Rain v Rain is going to be an interesting matchup. The one thing to note about their team is that they have no real form of speed control beyond their Kingdra. I mean, I do have Porygon, which could help. I don't think it's very convincing to bring it this game, though. Here's what we can do. We can go Comfey Ogre, Zacian in the back with a Salamence, maybe? The Salamence is going to help against... Salamence is going to help against the Ferrothorn. Maybe I should scrap that. I should hold the Comfey for the back. Bring like a late game option, because they don't have Intimidate either. So maybe just like a Zacian Torn here is fine. A Zacian Torn, Salamence, Ogre. We're gonna leave Comfey behind again. I just don't see a point to it, right? I feel like weakness policy on Ogre, people are just gonna proc it on their own. Because they're always gonna hit an Ogre with a super effective move. Like, you have no reason not to, because most of them don't carry weakness policy. In this case, we're wild. Play on the wild side today, so. Kingdra Ogre as their lead. So we're essentially going to match it with the Tailwind. This is why I had to lead with the Tailwind, was for this specific reason, right? It's like, if I don't bring this, then I lose. I don't like losing, so I have to bring this. Question is, what does I do? Do I fire off into the Ogre? Do I fire off into the Kingdra? My gut tells me Ogre, but my mind tells me Kingdra. They're both gonna one-shot my, maybe not one-shot, but they're both gonna hurt my Zacian. My mind is telling me no. But my body just got a Tailwind. Let's Tailwind, let's attack Kingdra. Let's not use our brain too much. Let's see what their Dynamax's gonna be. It's a Love Ball, so I'm assuming that's a Kingdra. You don't want to put a Kingdra in a Love Ball, right? I would. Yeah, that's a Kingdra. Okay, so that's fine. That's honestly kind of fine. Because I don't think they're gonna die. They're gonna go for the guard their first turn. That'd be weird, because they could have just protected and avoided that whole shebang. So instead, let's get this Tailwind going. Let's hope we connect with our Play Rough. Which we do, and good night, Kingdra. I think that's worth, because Kingdra's their form of speed control. So removing their form of speed control means they can no longer outspeed my Tailwind no matter what I bring in. I might lose a Zacian here, but it might be worth it. That's a lot of damage, though. That is so much damage. Okay. I don't know if it's worth it, but goodbye, Zacian. Have a nice life. I think it's a pretty opportune moment to bring in my Salamence and start Dynamaxing things. They just wasted their Dynamax, so we're kind of available to use a Dynamax, which is pretty cool, I think. I think in this sense, this is going to be kind of an easy Dynamax. We sit here, we Wormwind Ogre, and then we Swagger Ogre as well, because Urshifu is going to try to Sucker Punch us. I like that idea. Might as well just stay on the field for a little bit longer. We can't go for the Swagger on the Urshi, no matter how nice it would have been. Simply because dark types can't be affected by Prankster. We could have also protected this turn just to kind of, you know, preserve the Swagger a little bit. I just realized I'm going to lower the Kyogre's attack just to raise it again. But hey, it is what it is. This is mainly for the Urshi that's on the field. Urshi's going to detect, no Sucker. That's fine. We didn't target you, actually, ironically. The double protect. Okay, so they definitely saw Swagger now. This doesn't necessarily waste the Dynamax turn for me. It's just not necessarily great for me. I want to get damage off on this Ogre before Ogre starts hurting me too much. Right? That just makes the most amount of sense. Problem is, all this attack drops don't actually accomplish much on Urshi, because Urshi can crit you. I think I'm going to Wormwind Ogre again. Actually, let me make sure they have no fairies in the back. They do have a Zacian in the back, which is probably their last. So that might be the swap for them. So let me get smart. Let me switch to Airstream on Urshi. I don't know if I want to Swagger Zacian, though, because that might spell disaster for me. I'm going to do it anyway. There is no swap there, so I do get the Swagger on the Ogre, which is nice. The problem is I'm probably going to have to take a max damage Water Spout. Well, not max damage. It did take a little bit of damage that last turn. Then here's my Airstream. So at least I could help preserve my speed for long beyond my Tailwind days, you know? Urshi didn't go for the Sucker Punch again, which is a little bit unfortunate, because I could have just gone for the Hurricane there on that spot, and I didn't. I'm surprised why it's not Sucker Punching. Instead, it switches to Wicked Blow. Okay. That's probably why I didn't Sucker Punch and knew that I could avoid it. Gets a crit! Wow! Alright, now let's see if Ogre connects here or not. It does. And hits the Ice Beam. And that hurts bad. Okie dokie. We have one more turn of Tailwind, though. Let us stay positive. One turn of Tailwind. I'm going to Airstream. I think a -1 won't be able to KO me with a Sucker Punch. So I'm going to Airstream and get into the Urshi. Or should I not? Should I double into this Ogre? Ogre might just protect. Urshi might just protect. If Urshi protects, I want the Airstream to KO it. So that's my thought process there. Followed by a Thunder into their Ogre. There's a Sucker. I should live. I do. Here's my Airstream, which makes me outspeed their Ogre. Issue is, I think the Ice Beam knocks me out. I'm gonna have to try to win this with just an Ogre left, and if they have a Ferrothorn in the back, I think I lost. It was an interesting battle nonetheless, but I do feel like this isn't gonna go my way here. If that's an Ice Beam, I would need a crit here. I mean, I'm modest. Let's have faith. Oh, not enough faith. And you snap out. Oh, they switched to Origin. There's some good news here, because now I can outspeed their Ogre with my Origin. Man, everything went wrong there. Like, they snapped out of the fusion. They lived at 1 HP. They have a Zacian. I'm tanky-ish, but I did already take damage. That's the only issue, is that I did take damage. And, yeah. I think the Zacian has my number here. I'm going to try. I'm going to play this turn out, but I think the Zacian has my number here. I'm surprised they didn't switch Zacian before. Like, I was starting to believe that they didn't have it because of that fact. Play rough. Trust me, man. I know how that feels. Don't worry. I know exactly how that feels. I've been on the other side of that. They live in too. Rain stopping. Does the rain stop mean that I'm not going to KO? No, I think I still KO Zacian there. Wait, how many Airstream boosts do I have? Was I smart enough to give myself 2 Airstream boosts? I wasn't. Oof. Big oof. Unfortunate oof. I don't think I outspeed. No, I don't outspeed Zacian. We just saw it last turn that I don't outspeed Zacian. Well, we try again. We're gonna try. They can miss twice. It's always possible for them to miss twice. They gotta be considering not using it, though. They gotta be considering it. Oh. Okay. That's my Origin. We're connecting every Origin today, boys, except for the first battle. Every Origin from now on, because after that first battle, we're a little bit sad. Here's the issue. The issue now is I have to go for Origin no matter what. These other 2 moves won't do it for me, and I'm never hitting a 70% accurate Thunder. So let's just keep going for Origin. We have no other play here. They go for the play off again. They do connect this time. Ah, close. We were in this a lot longer than we should have been. We were in that a lot longer than we should have been. I'm convinced though that had we not taken damage from the Origin pulse the prior turn, I think we would have lived that play rough. As crazy as it sounds. Oh, this is not something you want to see when you got a Salamence on your team. That's a big old Kyurem. And double Intimidate too. Yikes. All right, so this is like no reason not to just bring Tailwind lead. Comfey. We didn't get to use Comfey today. And the way this is looking to be, it doesn't look like we're going to get to use it today again. Actually, why not? I understand this would be a smart idea. Actually, we shouldn't. Okay, we should bring this lead. We shouldn't bring Salamence to this battle at all. We should just commit to Dynamaxing our Ogre 100% of the time here. Because Salamence makes no sense into this matchup. They got double Intimidate on their side of the field. Plus, they got a big Dragon Ice type, right? It's like, Salamence, are we sure about this one? Are you sure about this one, folks? So let's actually bring the Comfey here. The Utility Umbrella for some reason. And see where this takes us. They are going to lead with the big scary thing. But hey, I think that's fine. With this Comfey on the field, I feel like they're just like, oh, hey. They probably want to go for Trick Room here. So I'm almost convinced that they're going to try to taunt me. I'm almost also convinced that I should click Ally Switch, but instead I'm going to hit Helping Hand I'm going to hit Max Strike, and I'm going to hopefully do a lot of damage to them. The reason why I'm not going for the Giga Drain here is because, one, I think I'm about to get freeze dried anyway, so might as well not take too much damage and just try to live one of the hits. Let's Dynamax or Ogre real quick. We're outspeeding their Dynamax, or they're not going for Dynamax, which makes sense because we just predicted that they would go for a freeze dry instead. Now, the way that Whims have been playing now, this could also be a helping hand boosting Whim, which would be ugly. Yeah. There she blows. But we have Floral Healing, though. Like, my opponent has to know what Comfey does, right? They go for the Blizzard. And we're avoiding with something. Oh, geez. Well, good night, Comfey. I mean, that's okay. I think, because if they're not Dynamaxing, we got a helping hand boost. We get a Max Strike here. That's damage right there, my friends. That is damage. And we always outspeed here now because we just bring in our friend Tornadus. If that's helping hand Whim, it might also be Taunt Whim. But if it's Taunt Whim, the same outcome happens. So I have no reason not to click Tailwind this turn, because no matter what, I get rid of the Restricted Mon this turn. They have no Ghost types on their team. So this should just be another Max Strike into their Restricted Mon. They go for the switch here. Okay, so we're going to get some speed control on whatever comes in. The Zapdos still won't appreciate this. It absolutely will not appreciate this. They do go for the taunt, but we actually outsped. Oh, wow. That's a slow Whim. That's why you gotta max speed your Whimsicott, my friend. Oh, no, I got the speed drop. They forgot, too. That's hilarious. Haha. Hey, things work out for the best sometimes. Awesome. Awesome blossom. Let's go for the Hurricane onto the Whim. And now we just max Geyser into that spot. So that's their Zapdos gone, which was like a very pivotal Pokemon for them, I feel. They're also forced to go for the Tailwind here. They can't let their Whim go down and not set up Tailwind. This does mean that they're gonna have Tailwind one turn long. Don't tell me you still Dynamaxed your Zapdos though. I'm outspeeding you still, I think. They did. They're gonna burn. Oh, they probably have a Zacian. What was their last? Was it Zacian? They probably have a Zacian in the back. They have no choice but to Dynamax their Zapdos here. Because they got a 1 HP Kyurem and a Zacian in the back. Hey, I don't mind. They do get the Tailwind up. Shouldn't matter, though. Here's my Hurricane. Should bring the Whim down to the Focus Sash. There she blows. Now, let's see. Yep, Max Geyser. Hey, bye-bye, Zapdos. Have a nice life. Man, okay. Max Strike speed control is doing something here. Interesting. What a turn of events. Never did I expect to see Max Strike Ogre doing something in VGC Series 12. We're at the point of the meta where people are getting tired of playing the same crap, so they just bring whatever the heck they want. And it's actually pretty entertaining, not gonna lie. We're still speed tied. Not speed tied, but we're both under Tailwind, which means that my Tornadus should be able to OHKO your friend over here. And it means I should be able to OHKO the Whimsicott over there. This should be another turn of a double KO for us. They're going to fire off a Helping Hand just as last ditch effort, but I don't think Kyurem's outspeeding a Torn. Yeah. I know how speed tiers work. I've been paying attention to what gets a boost and what don't. And now, what's great news here is that no matter what they have in the back, it's going to be Zacian that I have. Like, they can wipe my field right here, and I still have a whole full health Zacian in the back. With Protect, so if I have to stall a turn and Tailwind, I can still do that. And not have to worry too much about it. Their last Mon is gonna be their Zacian. Okie dokie. Like I said, I don't theoretically have to worry about the Zacian, so I'm just gonna fire off attacks here. Zacian does go for the Behemoth Blade. Probably onto my... Yeah, my Torn. We do still have the Sash, so hey, damage is damage. I'm assuming my opponent is just banking on me missing every single Origin Pulse under the sun, which, I mean, it can happen. It is possible. But no, we're connecting. And I think that's all she wrote. Origin Pulse typically hurts a lot. Yep, especially when it's single targeted. Okay. Weakness Policy Ogre, my friends. Weakness Policy Ogre. I know you guys are excited for that rental code, so let me go get that for you. And here you have the SALAMENCE Comfey Weakness Policy Ogre team. Now, thanks so much again, Kurosana, for the team and for creating the team and making this rental code available. Make sure to grab this rental code while it's out. I have no idea how long they're going to keep it out for, so grab it if you feel like playing SALAMENCE. Now, I like this team because we got to use pretty much every single aspect of it except for the Porygon 2, but to be honest, I'm not too sold on that Porygon 2 set. I mean, I feel like not having Trick Room on either Porygon 2 or Comfey feels a little sus. But hey, that's just my opinion. I'm sure that there's reasons behind the foul play. I mean, it's probably going to be a Calyrex, right? If you see a Calyrex, you have foul play. What can Calyrex do to Porygon 2? Absolutely nothing. So if there was a Calyrex, I would have brought Porygon, but fortunately, we didn't see any today. Regardless, SALAMENCE did amazing in the first battle. Ogre did amazing, not the first battle, but every other battle prior. Comfey's a Comfey. Love that thing. And yeah, that's the team. If you guys enjoy this team, you know what to do. Hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down below in the comments section. I love seeing your positive comments. Let's send some positive vibes today. And with that said, I'm Kevin, Pokésports. Have a great night. Peace out. Bye-bye.